All right, you always end up with some last minute gifts that you wanted to give and something happened, you were at the store, you went brain dead, you forgot to get something, or you have a family Christmas party and you'd like to send a little favor home with everybody, but you don't want to go broke doing it. You can pick up these glass ornaments at Michael's, and they come in, they're usually about $5 for a box. You can get the smaller ones come 6 to a box, larger ones are 4 to a box. Use a coupon, get 40% off. If you aren't a regular craft shopper, just go to michaels.com. You can even do it on your smartphone if you forget your coupon. And I've used this for something else and it didn't work. I hot glued something onto it using a normal regular white glue or hot glue, and it just kind of popped off. So I'm going to cover that up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with some alcohol, and I'm using 70% alcohol here because it was in my kitchen or in my bathroom cupboard, but I use a 92% when I'm using, if you're going to glue anything heavy, but this is going to be real lightweight, so it's not a big deal. I think it'll be fine. You probably have everything you need for this at your house already. I've heard people using white glue to do this with. This is not my idea. It's not original. It's everywhere. Just check out Pinterest. But I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I don't really have a lot of confidence in white glue, so I don't use it very often. If it's paper to paper, yes, but anything else, probably not. So what I'm going to do is I'm using Mod Podge, and I have this crafty paintbrush here that belonged to one of my grandchildren. I'm just going to coat, you know what, I'm going to take this top off. Okay, I'm just going to coat this with the Mod Podge. I'll put a decent coat on there. How about this? I'm learning with you. I haven't done this before, but this morning I just really needed to do something, and this came to mind again, so it was time for it to be done. So give it a nice coat. Okay, I need my hand to bend in a different way. Why is it that hands only bend in one direction? I just need them to be, you know, on swivel accessories or something. Okay, nice good coating. Now I'm going to take Epsom salts, which are in our cupboard in case we have aches and pains, but usually when we have aches and pains, we're too lazy to do anything about it. Alright, this is the comedy hour. I just don't know what's going to happen. Like my ornament could roll away. See if I can get it back onto my finger without making too much of a mess. Okay. I was hoping to keep this paper dry. Here's a hack for you. Instead of buying an expensive craft mat, which are awesome, and I have nothing against expensive craft mats, except I spend a lot of money on all the materials, so I don't want to spend it on my surface. Use a piece of wax paper. It's very inexpensive. You can pick it up even at the dollar store. Or use freezer paper when I'm using something and I want to be able to, like I have a brown desktop and I don't really want the brown in the background, so I'll put a piece of freezer paper down, which is also inexpensive. You can get a big roll for like $6 and it lasts forever. You can use it to line your surface. You can use it as a temporary paint palette. Just throw it away when you're done. Now I'm just going to cover this with the Epsom salts. It's very high tech. It's a very high tech, difficult level project. Haha. But it's going to look beautiful. Very special. In fact, I'm looking at these Epsom salts and I'm thinking they might go nicely on a village I'm working on. My husband, you know, he's got a lot of creativity in his family. They can draw, they can do things I can't begin to think of doing. And he always downplays it, and he doesn't do anything with it. He's too busy. But every time I'm painting a village, he comes over and says, you know what you ought to do? And I say, I ought to buy you a village building so you can work with me. But this would be nice for snow on your village buildings, just in the corners, to make it look like they're sitting in a snowy neighborhood. All right, so we've got that all on. I'm going to come back when this dries because that would be smarter. See you in a minute. All right, I've let it dry. It's mostly dry. I had a spot where the Epsom salts didn't stick as well, so I added some extra glue and put that on there, so it's going to still dry for a little while. What I would recommend doing is really putting a thick layer of your adhesive on there so that you can press your Epsom salts into it, and it'll make a thicker covering, because this is lovely. I mean, it's really lovely. It looks frosted, but I think I would like it like a real thick layer. Like the glue is looking like it would be now, but when it was dry, I think that would look nice. Then I had a few minutes, so I tried something else, and I decided to see what Epsom salts look like with food coloring in them. And actually, they look really good. Instead of lightening up like sugar does when you add food coloring to them, they had, it's like a jewel tone. I mean, they're really, I'm trying to get these under here while it's on the tripod. They're really pretty. And I think that would make a lovely ornament. I'm also pretty sure that the food coloring is going to come off when it gets wet. So you may want to roll your ornament in it or keep your hands off of it, because, you know, there's some people who, whoops, where's my, there, I got green food coloring here, there, and everywhere. So anyways, that's just a tip and an idea to do something different with the same project. What I did then is I took some ribbon and tied it around the ornament hook, and I got this ribbon in a set of 10 different ribbons. These are some of the patterns at TJ Maxx after Christmas last year. And I should rename myself the Awkward Crafter. So if you're not shopping after Christmas for craft stuff for the next year, you're really wasting an opportunity. But anyway, I thought that was really pretty, and we'll just put that on and see how much Epsom salts we lose during that. I feel a little bit of crumbling under my fingertips, but I suppose it's not any different than handling a glittered ornament. So, there we are. I should take a picture of this. Oh. I was going to flip this, but I'm not going to now, because then it would make everything upside down for you. But it's a quick little project to put together, great for a favor for your Christmas party, or just as something extra to have some on hand for those last minute gifts when you get caught by surprise by the 25th, because sometimes it comes quicker than other times. Have a great day, and thanks for stopping by.